This is one for the fans. 2 unbeaten fighters, 2 exciting styles, and 2 titles on the line. Both hungry to prove that they're the next big thing. Today, they meet face to face. No distractions, no backing out now. This is The Gloves Are Off. Joel Kodua, Dan Francis, welcome. When this fight was first announced, I was extremely excited. I thought, wow, what an amazing fight. This is a fan favorite. I've already seen it doing the rounds on social media. What were your first thoughts when you learned you'd be fighting each other? Joel?
I was excited because he's a good fighter. He's a champion himself. So it's like, it's another chance for me to prove myself. Because my last opponent, he was also a champion as well. So it's good. It's a good test.
And Dan?
Yeah, same. I was excited. I asked the team for the hardest fights. I want the toughest guys, so I can prove myself. So yeah, I was excited about the fight. Really.
And Dan, you've said before that you don't duck any fighter. And what were your thoughts on your opponent being Joel?
Yeah, I was excited. We were getting ready for another fighter, Ben Bond. So I was getting ready for that. So when the replacement came, it was like, oh, sweet, no problem. Another live opponent. So yeah, I was excited.
Absolutely. And Joel, were you familiar with Dan's reputation, particularly being that he's just won the Southern Area title? What were your thoughts about that?
I wasn't familiar with him until his last fight, but he showed up on his last fight. He turned up, done good. He showed his fit. And yeah, it's good. Yeah.
And a lot can be said about fighter mentality. I would say that with fighting, it's to do with physical elements and then also mentality as well. Do either of you feel that you have a mental edge over the other based on your experiences so far?
Mm-hmm. It is what it is, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't look at it like that. Do you know what I mean? I just get ready to fight. That's it. I turn up on the night. That's it. I don't look at edge or, he's undefeated. I'm undefeated. Mm-hmm. I just got to turn up on the night, Yeah. And that's it, really.
And Dan, you have been praised by elite coaches such as Don Charles. Does that give you the confidence you need when you're going into big fights like this?
Not really. I just think it's like when you get praised by coaches like that, it's more respect, You get 2 guys going in the ring risking their life. So, it's respect, So I don't take anything from that. I just think, fair enough, showing your respect, for getting in the ring.
Sure. And Joel, you, of course, you're in camp with Anthony Yards. You train with him. You're, in the same camp and gym. How has that helped you, in terms of preparing for fights? You've got that experience of fighting with someone that's, at a high level in the British scene. What does that mean to you and how does it help you?
It means a lot because I get the world level experience from the start of my career. So I've seen how the people at the top work and it's also pushed me to work how the way I work as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And Dan, you've said that you meticulously study every single opponent that you have. So have you looked at Joel?
Well, I leave that to my team. I leave that to my team. They do the studying and then we do the breakdown in training. So, I just leave it to my team to do the studying and then go from there, So, yeah.
Okay, so at the moment you haven't done that yet?
No, not yet.
Okay.
No, the team have done that. So,
okay.
Yeah.
And Joel, what about you? Have you been studying?
I watched his last fight, but no, not really. I just prepare for everything.
Yeah. Okay. And I would say you both have different styles in fighting. What would you both say that your main strengths are in the ring, Joel?
IQ, mentality, power, speed. Yeah.
And Dan?
My strengths in the ring?
Yeah.
Engine.
Yeah.
Action.
Okay.
I love it. And I love it. I love fighting, so.
And you've both seen a little bit of each other in the ring. What would you say each other's weaknesses are?
I'm not going to say that.
What was that?
I'm not going to say it.
You're not going to say?
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
You're not going to say
Until I
either.
get in there. Till I get in there, then I'll see.
Okay.
I'll know what the weaknesses are. Everyone changes.
Yeah.
Fight night.
Yeah.
Styles. So, I mean, everyone's style changes, you know. So I can look at his last fight, the fight before that, his style will change, So everyone's style changes. So yeah, I'll see when I get in there.
Sure. And Joel, you know, you've of course, you're on a rising trajectory. You know, you're 8-0, and you've just had a really successful last fight. How do you think that this fight contributes towards your journey?
It puts me up there. It puts me up there because him himself, he's a champion. So it's like, it's good to make a statement, good to make a good performance for this fight as well.
And Dan, what does this particular fight do for you in your career?
Yeah, just propel me, you know, propel me. I just want the toughest fight. That's it. I've asked, you know, the promoters, my team, the hardest fights only. There's no point you go in the, you know, me and Joe, we're sparring elite fighters. So when you're sparring elite fighters, you wanna fight elite fighters.
Yeah.
In fight night, you can't spar the elite fighters and then go and fight the journeyman or, you know, it doesn't make sense. So if you are pushing yourself against these elite fighters and you know where you are, you want, all right, cool. On the night, I want a live opponent. I want a great fighter. Let's go.
Yeah.
It's that simple, really. So yeah, I'm just excited to have a good fighter in front of me come fight night and, you know, give the fans a great fight. That's it.
Absolutely. And Joel, your journey has been really inspiring. You used to work on the railway and you transitioned into being a full-time professional fighter. What message would you send to people that are, you know, wanting to take that leap of faith into progressing, into pursuing their dreams?
Just have trust in God and just keep working. Just work your ass off.
Yeah. Okay. And then Dan, of course, you've got your own story, but I think you're both inspiring for the youths as well. Do you feel that, you know, it's important for you to represent your community and be an example and role model?
Of course. You know, yeah. Role model's key, you know. So, yeah, no, I agree.
And what about you, Joel? Of course, you're two young black men. It's really amazing to see that you're doing positive things. What message would you send to the youth that are looking at you as a role model?
Just tell them to chase their dreams. Chase their dreams, don't give up. Even when they feel like it gets tough, just keep going.
Okay, so the big night is very fast approaching. How do you both see the fight going? I want you to look each other in the eye and tell each other how you see it going. Dan, we'll start with you.
Spectacular fight.
Tell Joel.
Yeah, spectacular fight. That's it. You know, it's a great fight. So, yeah.
And Joel?
Yeah, good fight. Same as always. Yeah.
Are any of you predicting a KO?
Whatever will be on the night. You know, I don't go into these fights looking for the KO. I go into these fights giving it my all. You know, everything, my whole life goes into fight night. So whatever happens, happens.
What about you, Joel?
It's whatever God decides, literally. So it's already written, so it's whatever He decides.
And do you both think that you will change your style in any way for this fight? Of course, you've been studying each other, but is there some unpredictability that we can expect from either of you on fight night? No? Dan?
No.
No.
I'm me. That's it.
Okay.
Come.
And do any of you have a message that you want to send to your fans? Like I said, once, you know, the poster went out for the fight, social media went ballistic. Everyone's looking forward to it. You've both got an amazing amount of fans and great support. Is there a message that you'd like to send to your fans before fight night?
Appreciate them all. And just looking forward to fight night.
I'm exactly the same. Appreciate to all the people that follow me, support me, that's coming out, buying tickets. like I say, I always deliver. So yeah, I plan and I'm gonna put my work my arse off to deliver again. So yeah, thank you, appreciate you guys.
And is there a final message you'd like to send to each other? This is the last time you're going to see each other potentially before fight night.
Just good luck, man. Like, you know what I mean? It's gonna be a great fight. That's it. You know what I mean? Like, he's not my enemy. He's just in my way. So he's just someone I got to fight. So it's just gonna be a great fight. You know? That's it. He ain't my enemy. Ollie Duffy weren't my enemy. None of these guys are my enemies. He's in my weight class. We've got to fight. That's it.
Yep. Joel?
Yeah, exactly the same. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's a huge fight. A lot is on the line. We've got the Commonwealth title as well as the Southern Area title. But the talking is done now. All that's left to do is to get in the ring. And on June 28th, one of these fighters will be beaten. Who will it be? Tune in to find out. So, Joel, Dan, do we think we can end with a handshake before fight night?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Amazing. Well, you don't want to miss this one. We'll see you at York Hall on June the 28th.